Hello everyone and welcome back to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. In the last episode we came here to Hoo-Hoo Mountain at the top of Hoo-Hoo Village and we are attempting to climb the mountain. Because at the top, well, there's rumours that the kingdom's prince, Prince Peasley, was attacked by something at the top, and then also we're in search of a Hoo-Hoo stone so that the Hammerhead brothers can make us some hammers which can help us get down the mountain to Beanbean Castle Town. You're starting to see how all of this is connected. Turn on that tap up there, we're going to need it a little bit later, and then I'm going to go and kill this beanie. Oh, it's got a new enemy, so I'm going to show this. This is a Rex. You might actually recognise these. They're quite a high level enemy. Level 7, same as us. You might recognise them from Super Mario World. The more you hit them, the more they shrink. Shrinking them is important because it makes them counter-attackable. Without that, they're basically impossible. So you notice their attack, they'll come up to one of our brothers, and then they'll charge it this way. I fucked up the timing, but if the Rex is at full height, it can be very difficult to actually pull off that counter-attack. We've killed it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yes, it's easier when it's shorter, and it's not to do with damage dealt, it's just to do with literally how many times do you jump on it that determines its height. There's another pair here, so you notice one jump and they go down a little bit, then we will shorten this one even further, and then we'll shorten the bottom one as well, and then hopefully we'll see me actually counter-attacking them this time. So yeah, it comes to us there. Oh, they move slower than expected. I think I'm generally just I would say, as a rule, I'm tending to over-anticipate attacks here. I'm tending to dodge stuff before it would be needed, is generally my thing. I think maybe other stuff's moving slowly, or I'm just stupid, which is also an option. Anyway, let's see what happens when this one attacks. There you go. The timing on that is obviously much more precise when it is taller, because it's much harder to pull off. So, there we need to actually get some water down there, but we can't get some water immediately, so let's spin over here, spin up there, then we high up here, and go up that. So a bit of a weird maneuver there, which looks like you shouldn't be able to do it, but you can. And indeed, then if we go behind the thing this way, haha, then we pop out over here, which then lets us come around this way and activate the gas. And then with the gas activated, we can now, well, quickly I'll nip over here and grab a syrup, because that'll be handy. Didn't mean to fall back down, but there we go. And over we go. Wonderful. And then from here we can high up here. And believe it or not, we're actually very nearly at the top. I mean, the shape of the geography might actually tell you we are getting close to the top, but there's pretty much just one more screen to go and then we're at it. So let's clear out this one of enemies. Clear this one out of enemies. I mean, clear out of this one of enemies is technically grammatically correct, it's just extremely archaic sounding. Ooh, lucky! You notice we've got a lucky hit there that did extra damage. That is dependent on your stash stats. It's basically every attack is a dice roll. Most of the time, if you nail the action commands, it will be, you'll get the same result out. But occasionally you get a lucky hit, which is increased by your stash. I'm really sucking at that. Stash also increases, you know, like the likelihood of rare item drop. Oh, speaking of rare item drops, we got some trow from defeating Uhuros last episode that I didn't check. So the problem with me doing this thing where I keep ending episodes with boss fights is I don't check the gubs we get from them. So, gear, we'll put these on Luigi unless they're Mario only. So, we got Uhuros likes, they are Mario only. Let's see if I read that correctly. Yeah, slacks that cause you to automatically guard. That's cool. We'll find out exactly what that means in our next combat, I suppose. In that case, we should probably put the Cosmic Pants with their defense-boosting abilities on Luigi, since only Mario can wear the Uhuros slacks. For whatever reason. Anyway, there's a beanie down here, so let's check this auto-guard shit out. Goddamn, anticipating too much again. Well, only Mario didn't even get attacked in that, so we'll never see what the auto-guard does. Oh, level up for Mario. What do we want from Mario? Power might be good. Bros points got no bonus, so I'm tempted to go for that. But did I not go for bros points last time on him? It would be handy to see Luigi's here for comparison, but fuck it, we'll go for power. We'll get a +3 to power, which is pretty sweet. Well, we'll grab this one up over there. Not needed to use one of those yet, but frankly, it's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. I am actually going to heal everyone up a little bit, because we have taken some hits from bad timing on Rexes, but as I say, mushrooms, we have a lot of them. We still have 28, and they heal 30, so like literally 1 mushroom each, and we are good to go. Anyway, let's wait here for this to come in the right place. Then we have to kind of jiggle ourselves back into it a little bit here to make... Oh, I was going to say to make sure we got enough spin out of it. We got too much spin, if anything, so there we go. Right, with that done properly, we can head up here. I said 1 more screen to the top. Sorry, turns out that was a lie. If it makes you feel any better, it was not intended as a lie because I thought it was true. Can we get up here? We can't, can we? No, that's a bit of a tricksy one to get. Now here's after I have to do that maneuver where I actually cocked it up there. I was gonna say you have to like move back into it, but there you go. Oh, let's kill this guy. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Oh, 10 damage per hit with Mario. That is spicy. Well, Luigi will do a level up too, as doing. Let's see what Auto Guard does. Ah! You automatically block against it. But frankly, you're always best to go for the jump. I guess it's more if you miss. Cock that up. Well, let's finish up here. It's a handy... It's not something I intend to use a lot, the Auto Guard, but it is a handy insurance policy, I suppose. And just 1 battle behind there is Luigi's level up. What should we give you? We'll give you power as well. Power is always nice. 3 points. Still good Luigi bonuses. You love to see it. Right, let's try this again now. So here what I have to do is kind of go up and back into it. And if it moves, it stops moving when we're in it, but then that way you can kind of keep jamming it out. I am actually just going to go down here and get this because completionism is important. And let's kill this beanie and all of his accoutrements. And with that we can do the exact maneuver I just did again, I guess. Brilliant. And now we can actually head properly up to the top. As you can see from now, the appearance of clouds very much getting towards the summit. Let's grab these things while we're here, and then we can high jump up here. And on we go. Oh, our little objective marker has now appeared on the minimap. Well, it was always there, which I guess I could have scanned over to it by clicking. By clicking, I of course mean by touching on my touchscreen on my definite 3DS on which I'm playing this. Anyway, we've got this telescope here. If we look at it, we can actually get a look at the Beanbean Kingdom. There below us is Beanbean Castle Town. And we can see some areas that we'll get to. So there's Beanbean Field around there. Woohoo University over there. Oh-ho Oasis. Joke's End right off in the corner. Then that's Teehee Valley down there. There's more of Hoo-Hoo Mountain below us. Chucklehook Woods down there. And Beanbean Airport. These are all places you'll be familiar with by the end of the series. If we come over here, there is a healing block. And a save block. Would you like to guess what might be coming here? Let's save up. And we're all healed, obviously, with the healing block. Those are a new addition in the remaster, and I'm quite thankful for them to just not be constantly sucking down syrup and mushrooms. With this, there is... so this creature here is asleep, so there's a hoo-hoo stone here. Let's interact with it. Fools! What you kicking that for? That's a really rare stone. It's called a hoo-hoo block. And I'll tell you, anyone who tries to kick a hoo-hoo block down the mountain is a thief in my book. Huh? My name? Oh, right. I'm called Mablanodon. Was that? The townsfolk are all worried about me? Really? But I didn't mean to make them worry. See, what happened is this. I saw Prince Peasley and followed him up here. And then I saw this huge egg had appeared. I was shocked. I was speechless, which is rare. So anyway, I've just been here keeping this poor egg warm ever since. Yep, that's the deal. I think something will hatch out of it pretty soon. That's what happens with eggs. Oh, it's here, it's time. It's about to hatch. Oh, I can't take the suspense. Googwa! Why did I just say that in a regular human voice? That was weird. And off goes Chekhov's hoo-hoo block. Ah, well, that's a shock. Talk about one crazy egg. Wah! I've given everyone really obnoxious voices. I'm sorry for that. Oh, he's got tiny little wings. That's very cute. I say cute. He's obviously the boss, but here we go.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
So, this boss is Dragohoho, and he's relatively straightforward, but just a bit tricky. So the trick is to bros the shit out of him, basically. He's a good check of whether you are good enough. So he tilts his head back there, which means he's targeting Mario. If he tilts his head back a little bit before he attacks, then he's targeting Mario, whereas if he doesn't move his head at all, he's targeting Luigi. And let's go B, A. Yeah, when they kind of shrink in, the bros indicates when we go, now he's small. That makes his attacks a lot easier to dodge. We'll see when it comes down to his turn. He's much like a Rex, which is not entirely accidental, in that when he's shorter, you hit it a couple of times, you get shorter. Because now you notice that that'll be Luigi, much easier to dodge. And now his head went back, which means it's Mario. As I say, it's one of the fun things about this game is... Oh, shit. Well, that was a lucky hit. I meant to bros him, but there we go. It's one of the fun things about this game is that every enemy does have a tell, and you can basically figure them out. When I hinted this earlier, it's not every. Some enemies do have intentionally... Oh, here we go. Learn Super Splash Bros. Use a bros move enough, and you learn the advanced version. Oh, shit nuts. And that's Luigi. Oh. And that's Mario. Oh. He has created a Ho-Ho Stone there. The Ho-Ho Stone makes him jump on it beforehand, which makes his attacks much harder to dodge. I am going to bros the shit out of that immediately in an attempt to get rid of it as soon as I can. There you go. I have one solid... wonderful. We're learning Advanced Bounce Bros as well. Not Advanced, they're called Super now. They used to be called Advanced, but they have changed it to Super Bounce Brothers. We will get to those in just a second. He's got tall. Shit. Mario, whoop. It just means, because his shots are now higher, it means the timing to dodge them is a little bit more precise. But generally, it's actually alright. As I say, not a difficult boss, you just have to focus a bit more. Should we go into easy mode? We'll go into easy mode to show off Super Splash Brothers. So it slows down time there a bit. So, it doesn't slow down time anymore. Well, now we know. Let's try Super Bounce Brothers. We won't do it in easy. So let's watch carefully then. So, A, B, B, A. There we go. There are advanced versions of it, which tend to do more damage, but are a little more tricky to execute. Oh, oh shit! Don't want to land on that. They've changed up the sound design on him as well, which is quite interesting. Oh, we're out of bros points for Mario. Now, here's the question. Do I attack or do I try and syrup? I will attack, because actually the fact he's already in rage means he's got to be relatively low on hit points. So hoping that might kill him, but not. Right, can't do Super Bounce Brothers, so let's do regular Bounce Brothers. That's at least easier. That might kill him. Yes, that did kill him. Wonderful. The boss deaths are really dramatic on this, aren't they? Anyway, cross Dragohoho off the visualizer, and we've got the Bwaha badge. We'll deal with that later. Cheers to your mustaches.
This incredibly dazzling man is none other than Prince Peasley. What happened to you?
He's literally dazzling. He gives off, say, an aura. Well, I suppose you could call it a bit of an accident. As I was investigating events throughout the country for this top-secret mission I'm on, I suddenly encountered Cackletta and her vile underling Fawful here on this mountain. But by the time I realized who the fiends were, it was too late. They transformed me into that and shut me inside the egg. Is that so? Princess Peach's voice has been stolen. I wouldn't worry about Princess Peach. I'm quite sure she'll be fine. At any rate, we should chase after Cackletta. Now, I want you to visit Queen Bean in Beanbean Castle once you climb down the mountain. It may be that Cackletta's next target is in Beanbean Castle. I'd bet my life on it. Here's a gift from me. Autographed, of course. Yes, I think a rose matches your green perfectly. And if you show that rose a Beanbean Castle, they'll permit you to enter. With that, I must get back to my mission. May we meet again. Ooh, that's a bit of uncomfortable, because his voice comes almost entirely out of my nose. Fortunately, we get a lift back down on Blabalanadon, which is great.
So, what are you guys gonna do now? Check out the minimap if you forget where to head next. The yellow arrow points to the place you need to go next.
Oh yeah.
So, unsurprisingly, the place we need to go next is the Sledge and Mallet the Hammer Brothers, because That hoo-hoo stone that fell off the mountain happened to fall directly into their chimney. Chimney. Huh, boy did you two arrive at exactly the right time. Just now a hoo-hoo block fell down the waterfall. Check it out, we'll use it to make you the ultimate hammer. Oh man, it feels good to be making hammers after such a long break. In fact, it feels so darn great, we went ahead and made you guys 2 hammers! Look at that craftsmanship. Pow! Now you're playing with power. Yeah, you got that right. These bad boys are now all yours. You got hammers! Add them to the visualizer on the right. You can use solo hammer action. Crucially, not Bros hammer action. We'll deal with that later. I guess we ought to teach you guys now how to properly use hammers, huh? First, use the touchscreen or the LRR button to select the hammer. Then press the A button to whack stuff. That's it. But right now, only the guy in front can use a hammer. Actions that you boys do all on your own are called solo actions. And that right there is the most basic of basics. Don't forget it. Try whacking all sorts of stuff with those hammers. One manly whack breaks the hardest of rocks. You know, you ought to break that hammer in by smashing the rock in the next room. So indeed, we can now select hammer and wallop through. Huh. We can't seem at the moment to select hammer for Luigi, but that's because we'll get to that when we can do Bros hammer actions, but that is not available right now. Now, what we technically need to do is head down the mountain, but I'm actually going to go into this cave here, because this has a little thing that we can do. This isn't the cave I was thinking of. This is where the minimap comes in handy, because I can actually see it as this cave over here. Oh no, not you. No, get away from me! Yes, it's actually this little cave I'm after here, because this has hammer blocks in it. But we can't break them. Interesting. Break these ones that are more cracked, but these ones are just too damn solid. Remember that for later. Anyway, now we do actually want to head down the mountain, so let's head over to the trail down. So, now with our nice new hammers, we can whack Fawful's statue and get rid of it, which permits us to properly go down the mountain now. It is weird that this bit still has the Hoo Hoo Mountain music, but it will go soon. Nuts, always handy. Again, not needed to do any healing in battle yet, which is interesting. Maybe it's just because I'm quite good at this game. No, I think it's because I'm actually being quite careful and making sure I defeat all enemies, which is making me nice and highly leveled up. There is a fountain there, which is off. I always used to think that fountain looks like a torso, with shoulders on it. The remaster has made it abundantly clear that obviously that is not the case, and why would it be the case? It would be an extremely strange way to design a fountain. But we now actually have a different choice of moves for when Mario is carrying water. If we use the hammer, then we can actually get 3 little shots out of him. It doesn't make any difference here, but it's worth knowing that we can actually use Luigi's hammer for that. Let's just get this Bros block. And with that done, oh, we've got a save points. Again, I will use these compulsively, as in any game that relies heavily on save points. Always use them when they are granted. So if we crack some of these in, that cave opens, but if we go down here, there is some gubs for us to grab. And you know me, I love gubs. Mushroom, syrup, nuts, 1-up mushrooms, which are still not needed, an X marks the spot, and a pathway we can't get up. Crucially, it's a one-way path, so you can go back that way, but not this way. So what we actually need to do, of course, is head into this little cave that's here. Because indeed it says, Mysterious Minecarts, Destination, Hoo Hoo Mountain Base, Capacity, 1 per cart. Let's roll.
Ho there, pards. It's been a Goomba's age since we had any strangers in these parts. Now listen, fellas, if you want to ride in them rusty old carts, I won't go a-stopping you. But I'd advise watching out for trouble. Yep, no one knows where them rails lead. Still, I'll tell you something. You might be able to find some jewels by jumping a bit in there. And while you're hopping for loot, watch out. If you spot danger, just shine your light at it. Oh, mercy, there I go again. I'm always boring folks to tears with stuff like this. So, tell me, boys, care to ride in the carts? Let's roll.
Time for a minigame. Score 10 or more to clear. So Mario is in front and he controls the lights. A jumps with Mario and B jumps with Luigi. If we get that thing which says M on it there, that is battery for our torch. If we don't get enough batteries, oh, I missed that with Luigi, then our torch runs out of beans and we can't see on Luigi's screen. You can always see on Mario's rails, kind of the front of it. There we go. Oh, shit, did I hop it perfectly, Luigi? No, I didn't. This is relatively straightforward, but you just need to kind of pay attention to both of them. We're moving automatically on the rails. I'm not doing that. We just move. It's an auto-scroller in the sense you move from right to left automatically. A little bastard appeared on Mario's screen, and I hit it, which meant I lost a thing. Oh, you can see my torch is running out of batteries. It's getting harder to see the green fella. But there we go. We've got 10, and when we get to the end... God, we only just did that, didn't we? Somehow this fella is still here. Why howdy, again. Well, fellas, this spot marks the last stop on the long, strange railroad of my life. But I reckon your adventure has just begun. Get to it, boys. In the original game, his sprite stopped animating after that point, and I always just assumed he died. Because he's like, this life's the last stop on my road. Not true, though, at all. We have a save point here, which again, compulsive usage. And a warp pipe, which are always worth stepping in to activate, because now we can warp between Minecart Platform, Hoo-Hoo Village, and Stardust Fields. We haven't needed this so far, and we won't for quite some time, but being able to quickly move around the map later in the game is going to be real, not important, but just handy for just speed, really. With that, we can head further out. Wait up! Wait, no, that's not him. Wait up! Just remember which characters this is. We forgot to mention one thing. We never taught you how to use your hammers in battle. Are you ready to learn? Yes, I am. Then we'll explain it in battle. Alright, we'll start with how to attack. Hammer attacks are stronger if you wait a bit to press the button instead of pressing it right away. And we get a new command block. An entry was added to the battle guide, blah 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 blah. We now have the hammer attack. So we can target sledge or mallet. Let's target mallet. Again, I thought it was going to teach me how to do it there, but it didn't. If you're having trouble with the hammer technique, check the guide. Then again, they say that practice makes perfect. Fine, we'll check the damn guide. What do we want here? Hammer attacks, there we go. Hammer attacks. Select the hammer attack to inflict damage. I'll have to use the touchscreen, don't I? Use the hammer attack on spiky foes and other enemies that can't be jumped on. Not super useful, but there we go. Yes, what we have to do is we wait for the hammer to be extended, and then at that point, I press B there, which is how you do the hammer command. Count like this, 1 and 2. What the fuck does that mean? Next we'll cover using hammers to defend. Imagine I'm an ugly monster and give me your best shot. Press and hold the button for just a bit and then release it. You're one and it was a bit quick. Alright. Check the guide if there's anything you're still fuzzy on. And that about brings our hammer lesson to the end. See you later. I think the tutorials are less good in this game. Because I'm not necessarily following it, and I know this game very well, at least the original. Did you get all that? You better have. You better look alive for those monsters. There are lots of monsters that your jump won't diddly do. You'll gotta learn some new tricks if you want to get by them. I went weirdly American there for a few syllables. Good lord. I'm sure you guys will be able to take care of business. If you can't, you're gonna have to give us those hammers back. Hey, we're going back so we can ride in the cart again. Yeah, cart rides are thrilling and filled with suspenders. You nitwit, it's filled with suspense. Suspense! Oops, well excuse me, princess. So as you can see from the minimap, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a block we definitely can't break. And up here is somewhere where things don't quite connect. But I'm going to point stuff out because then it's useful later when we learn what things are, rather than being like, hey, we could have gone this way. Always good to show the road not taken. The old Robert Frost Let's Play. I will knock these things out. And we have more options here. This one to the left is that bit I showed you earlier. That kind of like bit that allows us to double back. So you don't have to do the mount carts back up, and indeed you can't. If we come all the way to the top here, get a walnut mushroom, and we get a boo statue. Like any good boo, it disappears when we look at it. Remember that for 10 or so episodes time, maybe more. That's where we need to go. Obviously it's down here, but we are going to hold it here, I think. So thank you very much for watching. This episode we have got to the top of Hoo-Hoo Mountain and defeated Dragohoho and got ourselves some hammers, as the map shows us. Next episode we will be heading to Beanbean Castle Town. Hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.